welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello, friends. Oh my goodness. What is going on? I hope everyone is having a wonderful night. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I hope you guys all did something for yourself. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you, thank you. We are doing free yes no readings today. So if you have a question you'd like to ask in a yes or no format, you be my guest to ask it and I will see what Spirit has to say. Earlier today I did some readings for all 12 signs, your person's feelings, depending on what zodiac sign they are. So you should check out that video if you have not had the chance to do that yet. Absolutely, go for it. Go ahead and post. So tonight we have mystery readings. I brought this back earlier today, but I think it was just a little slower. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys another chance. This is a very beloved type of reading style where you guys donate and then get something extra for free. So I can explain that further. Essentially, you make a $15 donation and you can ask up to 2 questions for that donation. Then you also get an extra mystery box. It's a guaranteed win and they have a bunch of different prizes in them. One of the prizes is a $10 reading for free. So that's a pretty big one. It's a 10 card reading and I would say that's probably the biggest one that I offer, but there's a bunch of other options here as well. And essentially you're getting 3 readings for the price of 1. So I wanted to run that through real quick so you guys knew what was going on. All right, so let's get out our rods here. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Is the video clear? Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Joan, because you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, it's looking a little blurry to me, so I'm going to refresh really quickly. Yeah, I feel like that's looking a little bit better. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, Joan says, will I get pregnant soon? Will Joan get pregnant soon, Spirit? Please show me a yes or a no. Will Joan get pregnant within 1 year? Will she get pregnant within 2 years? All right, so Joan, I feel like soon is the relative term here. I am getting that it might be too soon for it to be a year from now, but I think that outside of a year, anything is possible. They're showing me a yes. So I don't know what soon means for you. Does it mean next month? Does it mean 3 months from now? Does it mean guaranteed pregnancy within 6 months? Whatever soon means to you. So hopefully to you it means between 1 and 2 years, because that's kind of what I'm getting. All right, Ashley. You're welcome. Will my mother talk to me again this month? Ashley wants to know. I am getting a yes, Ashley. Please fit here like this. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Beautiful love. We are doing mystery readings today, guys. So for every donation, it's $15 to donate. For every donation, you get a guaranteed win, mystery prize. You can ask up to 2 questions and get a mystery box. So essentially, it's 3 questions for the price of 1 if you're interested. Beautiful love. Is it going to work between SV and his person from overseas? Is it going to work between SV and his person from overseas? Please show me a yes or a no for beautiful love. Hey, I speak. Beautiful love. They are trying to show me a no, but they are very hesitant to answer. So I feel like maybe they're unsure. Maybe they're not sure the course just yet, but they feel like it's most likely a no. They feel like it would take almost like it would take like some big adjustments or changes or decisions for something to work out between them. So ultimately I am getting a no for you, beautiful love. They don't foresee it happening is what I'm getting. I'm doing well, I speak. Thank you for asking. Taka, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Taka, are you hanging out with us? All right. Candle looks lovely. Thank you. Jade. See, I speak. I know you like if I didn't know better, I'd say you were a Taurus, I speak, because you pay a lot of close attention to aesthetics. And like I don't know, visual stimulation. Maybe you're clairvoyant, possibly. Jade, will I get pregnant in 2024? That's a question I want to ask about myself, actually. Will I get pregnant in 2024? Jade, Spirit, can you show me a yes or a no? Will Jade get pregnant in 2024? Will Jade get pregnant in 2024? I am getting a no, Jade, but like as of right now, maybe up the sexual encounters, you know? Maybe have sex more often. Maybe you'll increase your chances. Because as of right now, they're saying what you're currently doing is not going to lead you to pregnancy, but that you can change that. Maybe be more intentional about when you have sex, if that's what you want. You are clairvoyant. Okay. Yeah, I was like, you're a very, very visual person. I can tell by like certain things that you say. You're welcome, Dade. We have 5 more minutes left of the free list and we will be moving on to donations. Taka, if you're in here, can you please say hello for me? I saw that you put that you donated, but I wasn't sure if you left or not. So if you're still in here, let me know. James, hello. Thank you for the donation, James. All right, so Taka, perfect. Taka, you are going to get first dibs, okay, at your pick, whichever one you want. After that, we have James. So Taka, I just need you to hang around at least long enough for you to get your prize, okay? So give me just a few minutes and we'll get started. 3 minutes left of the free list and then we will be moving on to donations. We currently have Taka and James. Perfect. Thanks, Taka. I am still answering yes or no questions for free. So make sure that you're posting that in the chat. If you know what your question is, I would enter that in as soon as possible because the list will close momentarily. Haley Ella. Haley Ella. Will Haley live in Paris one day in this life? Will Haley live in Paris? I am getting a yes, Haley. I jumped a little bit with my right hand at the end there, but you could tell that the rods were going to cross. So I am getting a yes. Welcome, welcome, those of you who are just now joining us. We are doing a mystery box live stream. This was a favorite back in the day when I was doing camera live streams, and then I took a little break from that, so we're back now. You're welcome, Haley. So essentially what it is you donate $15, you get 10 cards total with that donation. You can ask up to 2 questions. That's what you're paying for. However, what you're not paying for and you're getting free is a mystery box full of different prize options of things that you can add to your reading, or there are certain ones where there are additional readings, so you can ask a 3rd question. It just varies. All the different prize options are in the description if you're curious what you could win potentially. But it is a guaranteed win. There's no empty boxes in here. Every person that donates, it's 1 box per $15 donation. So let's just say you want 4 questions answered. So you donate $30 because it's 2 per donation. Then you will get 2 boxes, okay? And you'll get extra readings on top. So all in all, it's like 3 questions for the price of 1. I just want to make sure it's very clear what we're doing here because I don't want anyone to pass up an opportunity for something fun like this if they don't really understand how we're doing it. Is anyone playing in the lottery tonight? Or is it tonight? Maybe it's only in my state, actually. Let me see. What nights are lotteries played? So ours is in Virginia, so ours is tonight, but I don't know other states. Let's look at like a common one, like let's look up New York. Oh, New York is Wednesdays too. Yeah, so I think a lot of people are doing Wednesdays, or a lot of states are doing Wednesdays. Los Angeles, also Wednesdays. Yeah, so is anyone doing the lottery? All right, Nadine. Will my first daughter get depressed when she's pregnant? My first daughter get depressed when she's pregnant. Nadine, I'm getting a no. Okay. Alrighty, Rue. Free list is closed. All right. Donations are still open. We are going to move on to those who have donated and are patiently waiting. So, Taka, first things first. For your donation, are you going to ask 1 or 2 questions? You're welcome. Two questions. Okay, got it. And I just need to know which box is calling for you. Okay, so you're going to let me know what row and what number, what column, row and column. So for example, this would be B2, A4, C4, C5, C2, A1. And we will see what your prize is. And James, are you also here? 5A. All right, let's see, right? 5A, yeah. Oracle 3-card pool. So I will be adding in 3 Oracle cards to your readings today, or you can use your Oracle pool to ask a 3rd question. Do you have a preference? Add it to your reading. All right. Perfect. So Taka, all I need for you to do is type your first and second question and let me know which one you want Oracle added to, okay? Now, this prize is no longer up for grabs, but I think there is another one in this group somewhere. But this specific box is no longer available. Taka claimed it. And James, it is now your turn. So for the donation that you gave, do you have 1 or 2 questions that you'd like to ask? Two questions. Perfect. Now, James, you can pick your mystery box and see what you've won. Let me know what row and what column, what letter and what number is calling to you. A2. Taka, which one did you want me to add the Oracle to? Question 1 or question 2? All right, A2 for James. A2. Oh. Damn, you got the same one. You got 3-card Oracle pool. Congratulations. So James, you can use the 3-card Oracle pool to add Oracle to your reading, or you can use this as a 3rd reading option for a 3rd question. All right, so question 2. Got it. You're welcome, Taka. I'll go ahead and do your reading. And if you're here, you're here. If not, you can come back to it, okay? All right, you'll do a 3rd question. Sounds like a plan. I don't know if there's any more 3-card Oracle pools. There might be, but those have just been claimed. There's also a 10-card reading up for grabs as well. And if anyone else donates, let me know, and we will get your prize picked. James, if you'd like, you can go ahead and post your questions now if you're ready. All right, Taka says, does T miss me at work? Currently, I'm away on vacay for a few days. I'll be back though on Saturday. I noticed yesterday he was texting me and FaceTiming me a lot. Be safe, have fun. It was uncharacteristic. Normally he's more nonchalant. I'm just being nosy. All right, let's take a look here. Does T miss Taka? Does T miss Taka? Please show me a yes or a no. Does T miss Taka? Does T miss Taka? Let's put this in the corner. Give us a little more room here. Does T miss Taka? Oh my gosh, I would say yes. I would say he misses you, Taka. I'm getting a lot of like imagery here that talks about like you leaving him, you walking away, you I mean, I feel like abandoned is a strong word because you're on vacation, but like kind of like that, like you left me here all by myself. We also have feeling the pain of the separation here. We also have the Ace of Cups in reverse, so he's feeling sad. He may feel like the feelings are not reciprocated, honestly. He's trying to keep the communication line open with the Ace of Swords. And we have here arrival, departure. So he's paying a lot of close attention to the fact that you are no longer here. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it surprised him that you left. Maybe he didn't know it was going to happen, or it surprised him how he's feeling about you walking away and going on this trip and not being at work. Maybe it's catching him off guard that he's starting to have feelings about this. But I am getting like noticeable separation, noticeable dramatic. Yeah, it is a little dramatic with these cards. I'm not going to lie, like sadness and pain. But he's like feeling your absence. He's feeling lonely. Let's see. Yeah, I just hear him saying like it's not the same. It's just not the same. But yeah, I get with the Eight of Cups kind of like this feeling of like catching himself off guard or being surprised that he's feeling this way. Because this card talks about self-discovery or looking within. So yeah, it's making me feel like he just isn't sure. This is sudden for him or unexpected for him. The bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, which talks about love messages going back and forth, which I feel is very resonant of the fact that he is still trying to communicate with you. And as you stated, it was uncharacteristic. James, I have your question. Thank you. R's actions, overall energy towards me on Friday. I'm trying to think which oracle to do. True community, how do you pay for a reading? All right, True. So I accept Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. First of all, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I accept Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. All of that information is linked in my link tree in the pinned comment, and I just posted it in the chat as well. If you have a preference on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, I'm happy to post that link in the chat to make it easier for you. It's a $15 donation. You can ask up to 2 questions, and you will also get to pick a prize that's a guaranteed win. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. We will go over your prize selection when it's your turn, and you pick one of these little boxes and they each have a prize in them. Each of the prizes have to do with like adding things to your reading or getting additional readings. We have options to win paper messages. We have options to win charms. We have free yes/no readings added in. I do, yes. I have many Oracle decks. I probably have about 30 decks myself. And I would say probably half of those or more than half are Oracle. R's actions and overall energy towards Taka. Thanks, True. Just let me know if you have any questions. R's actions and overall energy towards Taka on Friday. Thank you, True. I have 2 people ahead of you, so just sit tight, and once it's your turn, we'll pick your prize, okay? R's overall energy and action towards Taka on Friday, please. R's actions, let's start with that. R's actions, please, towards Taka on Friday. R's actions. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. R's actions towards Taka on Friday. We're going to go with that. R's energy towards Taka. R's energy towards Taka. R's actions and energy towards Taka. All right. So you have Trine, Aries, and Libra. Sorry, my voice is a little weird today. I think I'm dealing with like allergies. I don't normally get them in the fall, but here we are. Okay, so actions. So the first thing that I'm getting like pretty strongly is that he doesn't want to let you go, Taka. He's holding on to you pretty tight, okay? You're welcome to your community. We'll pick your prize soon. You make sure that you're present for that prize picking, okay? Is that he doesn't want to let you go, Taka. He wants to make sure that you are someone that stays around. He will constantly try to find ways to entice you to remain a part of his life, whatever that means. He notices when you're not there. So for instance, if you don't do this thing or go to this thing on Friday, it's going to be very noticeable to him. He'll be actually disappointed about it. So if you want to make him happy, show up. I feel like his energy towards you is that he like really likes being around you. You make him happy. I feel like his actions here with the Ace of Pentacles, the extension, it almost feels like he's trying to offer something to you. He's trying to offer energy, support, effort, something along those lines. He's trying to extend in your direction. So he might pay extra close attention to you that day. He might direct a lot of his, for instance, if he like, okay, let's just say, for example, because I do readings through examples. So like if he's a professor at college, he might call on you a lot to answer questions. Like, what do you think about this, Taka? Like he'll call on you a lot. He might use you for demonstrations or examples. Like that's kind of what I'm like thinking, is that and again, this is just an example, but it's just try to explain to you how he's directing his attention and focus on you. He's selecting you a lot for things. He might be focusing questions towards you or facing your direction. Even if you're in a group, he might make sure that he's facing your direction. So I feel like he's spending a lot of time like highlighting you and putting the spotlight on you. And even though that may not be like a quote unquote action, I still feel like it's something that he's doing that's not insignificant. I feel like, let's see. I feel like he looks at you as something that is just effortless. I don't like the word easy necessarily in certain circumstances. I don't want you to think that he thinks you're just like an easy get or whatever. But he feels like you're effortless. That's the energy that I'm trying to embody, is that getting along with you is just effortless. Like it's just so good and there's no resistance. And he really likes this perfect support and harmony and flow within the connection. He is showing up as an Aries, which are very passionate. So this is like having a lot of passion for you, being expressive, being enthusiastic, being very big and bold in his mannerisms. And again, it's just like a lot of attention on you, a lot of focus on you. We also have Libra here, consideration, fairness, and harmony. So in his mind, he's very much dedicated to your direction that day. I do feel like he doesn't want it to go super noticeable by other people. He wants you to sense that he's giving you that attention, but he doesn't necessarily want everyone to know that he's like singling you out. So he is going to try to make sure that it's mostly balanced, but I still feel like you're going to notice this though. You're still going to notice the extra attention on you on Friday. So yeah, that is what I've got for you, Taka. Thank you for your donation, and hopefully you liked your extra little prize there. All right, next up we have James. James, if you're here, check in with me. True community. I'm going to have you pick your prize really quickly, okay? So true community. You're going to let me know which column and which row is calling to you, okay? So for example, if you like this box, you're going to tell me A1. If you like this box, you're going to tell me B3. If you like this box, you're going to tell me C5. Let me know which box is calling to you. Obviously, the ones that don't have boxes in them have already been claimed. This is for true community to pick her prize or their prize. B4. B5. Okay, B5. This is the one. Do you want to confirm that for me? The one that I have my finger on is correct? Okay. All right, let's see what you got. Well, all right. All right, so you are going to get a yes or no reading. Congratulations. Hey, Amy, that sounds great. So you get to add a yes or no question to your readings, all right? So this is essentially a third reading. You can add to the questions you've already asked. Just let me know what your yes or no question is. And if you're not going to be here for your reading, it's okay. I will timestamp it for you and you can come back to it. But I do hope you hang out and wait until it's your turn. Congratulations. All right, now that box can no longer be claimed by anyone else, but we still have plenty of boxes left to choose from. Taka, you're so very welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for your donation. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading with me. James, thank you for checking in with me. Let me post the donations really quickly so everyone knows where they are on the list. Alphonse, hello and welcome in. How are you today? Thank you guys for the likes and the subs. You're welcome, True. Okie dokie. James. All right. So, James. Will the union of Patty and I's boyfriend and girlfriend happen this year? Will Patty and I have children together? Patty's current feelings towards me. No way, Alphonse! Congratulations on that. That's progress. How did it go? Hopefully well. Shuffling now for James. All right, Spirit. Will the union of Patty and James as boyfriend and girlfriend happen this year, 2023? Will it happen this year, 2023? Please show me a yes or a no. Hey, Nessa. Welcome in. How are you? Well, the union of Patty and James. Whoa. Okay. That's actually kind of funny that this came flying out of the deck. Okay. You actually have 6 cards for this reading. Lucky you. All right. So yes. That's kind of crazy actually, because honestly, my knee-jerk reaction was to say no, just because of the experience that you've had so far. And I'm getting yeses all the way across. So I do feel like that is the case. There must be some turning point or some changes that happen, James, that make it so that way you are being highlighted to her as a partner, because I feel like she does view you that way, but something must be shifting here for this trajectory to be happening before the end of the year. Nessa, man, remember the aliens? I do. Oh my god, that was a funny live stream. So I'm almost viewing this as an evolution of your relationship, actually, James. So what I see here is friends, acquaintances, knowing each other from a distance, enjoying one another's company, but still trying to understand the other person's perspective, still trying to understand where the other person is coming from, what their thoughts are, what their feelings are, Still not sure, not really seeing much movement because this person as a page would not be very interested in commitment. However, these two cards came out, and this card came out on top, which makes me feel like these are canceling each other out. Something that has been a difficult beginning is now an end, and something new is coming in, something new and fresh and exciting news. And then maybe this is kind of where we are, somewhere around here. And then you have equal give and take. All right. What she gives, you receive. What you give, she receives. It's a balance between the two of equal effort being put in. So I like that. I really do. I am getting a yes, James, all around for that one. Alphonse. So Alphonse, I'm so sorry, but my free list has closed. But I do allow yes or no questions to be answered for $5. So if you wanted to donate, you're more than welcome to do that. But if not, make sure you catch me next time, okay? She told me that she would never date me. I told her never say never and forget the zeros on the hero. Some ladies just need to realize that, I don't know, they need to realize that, you know, that the best thing that could ever happen to them sometimes is right in front of their face. I think that's hard sometimes. It's like a tough pill for us to swallow. But I can say that goes both ways too. I think it can go both ways. All right, James. Will Patty and I have children together? Will Patty and James have children together? Thank you guys for the 1K subs. I have a new goal. I would like to reach 1.1K by the end of September. So let's see if we can do that. I will be giving everyone who brings a new friend to my channel a free micro reading. And your friend that you bring will get a free yes, no. So if you have anyone that you think would be interested in a channel like this, or if they just generally have a YouTube account and you want to help me grow, I will be giving you a thank you in the way of a reading. Spirit, will James and Patty have children together? Will James and Patty have children together? All right, I don't think we need to continue. I think I'm getting a yes here, but let's keep going. Will James and Patty have children together? It's very interesting the way that cards come out and how you read as a tarot reader, because you have to pay attention to like not just the individual card, but the cards around it as well. So yeah. I am getting a yes, James. That was 4 cards. I'm going to pull a new one. I am getting a yes. These came out together, so I'm making sure you have like your 5, okay? I have the 10 of Cups here. So this indicates literally family, happiness, family, extending your family. You can see up close that there's like a set of parents and then like little children around and everyone's dancing and excited, and it's a nice, fun, sunny day, and it literally means family here. This indicates spending a lot of time in bed together, probably making those babies, because these two together make me feel like there's a lot of happiness and solitude and time spent alone to create this family. Now, I think it might be a troubling journey, James, not that it's not going to happen, but I think there may be like fertility stuff going on. You know, I don't know if she has kids yet or not already, or if she's had trouble having kids in the past, or miscarriages, or if there's been like fertility issues, like possibly on your side that you don't know about or you're not aware of. But I am getting like, there is that feeling of like, it's not easy. It's not going to come easy or something. And I hope I'm wrong. But that's kind of the message that I'm getting, is like, this is like a roller coaster for you guys. This is a challenge that you decided to come into this incarnation on earth to experience. So I feel like it's important to know that this is a journey that you chose to make you guys stronger. Okay. Um, this might be something that you guys take a break from every once in a while. I feel like you guys might say, this has been a lot. We've been trying for 6 months straight. Let's just take a break. We've been trying for a year. Let's just take a break. The Seven of Swords here indicates the hiding our feelings and only being honest to each other in the privacy of our own home or our own car or whatever it is when you're expressing like your sadness. Um, Basically trying to pretend to the outside world that everything is fine, everything is good. My advice here, James, is that when you guys are trying to have kids, you don't communicate that to other people. I don't think it's important for them to know that you're trying, and I think it only makes things harder if you do go through this journey that I'm sensing you guys are going to have. I do see 2 to 3 kids. I do think that's possible. It might even be twins or triplets. It might be one pregnancy, but I'm seeing 2 to 3 kids. It is going to happen. I just am having trouble seeing, like, that it's going to happen right away for you. But yes, I am getting a yes. All right, so for your 3-card Oracle pool, Patty's current feelings. Patty's current feelings towards James. After James, we have true community. Patty's current feelings towards James. Patty's current feelings towards James. All right, so these are the 3 cards that just flew out. At the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy here is Earth, persistent patience and practicality. So it's important to know that that has been the underlying energy. It's important to acknowledge that and recognize that. But as far as her feelings for you, we have Chiron, hurt and heal, Uranus, radical change, Jupiter, grow and expand. You basically have all planets here, including the underlying energy of Earth. So a funny phrase that actually just came to mind. I don't know. Your spirit guides are usually pretty funny. I mean, pretty serious, but I feel like I'm getting like a funny message here. Maybe hers are kind of playful. But they're saying like you're out of this world. Like that's kind of what I heard. Like basically she feels like the world of you. She feels like you're out of this world. Like funny phrases like that. I do feel like she's looking at you as someone who could heal her pain, maybe in a very literal sense because of what you do for work, but also just by being an ever-present, loyal, loving person in her life. We also have radical change, so I feel like she is ready for something bigger. She's ready for something grander than herself, if that makes sense. It has to do with like rebelliousness and like revolution. So I feel as though she's going to be going against the grain here pretty soon. She's going to be trying to do something that is not normal for her. She may hear a star seed. That's cute. I am out of this world. She's going to be doing something that's completely against like her norm. She's completely unconventional, like unorthodox, untraditional, whatever you want to name it, type of move here when it comes to you. Because I think that, and I think something that comes with that I'm hearing is like you're not necessarily her type. So it's like her saying like just because this person isn't my type doesn't mean that I can't like see what it's all about. So radical change is huge because I feel like that means that she's going against completely what her comfort zone is, but she feels like it may be something that she needs for sure. I have Jupiter, which talks about growing and expanding. Whenever we talk about Jupiter, we talk about the Three of Wands. Um, Growing and expanding is kind of like basically anything in threes. And you have the Three of Wands from the last reading, actually, when it came to the kids question. But I feel like with the Three of Wands, growing and expanding means that she's ready to get out of that discomfort, or out of that comfort zone into discomfort. She's ready to see what else is out there. She's ready to personally develop and grow herself. I feel like she's ready for something bigger and better than what she currently has been experiencing. And I think that she's going to want to jump in with both feet. And maybe this is the energy that you've been needing for you guys to come together. Maybe getting out of her comfort zone would be the best thing for everyone involved. Off the dollar menu. You know, it's funny. It's funny the people that we date. If I were to put all the people that I've ever dated in a room, none of it would make sense. None of it would. But it's not supposed to, because I was a different person with every single person that I dated. So when people are like, oh, what's your type? I don't know. I currently stable, but previously eccentric. Before that, deadbeat. Before that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like every stage of life, I was something different. So maybe she's just in a new phase of her life. That's kind of what I'm getting. She's in this new phase of wanting to try something different, see what's, take away from what she's learned and realize that something here isn't working. So let's try something else. And it's good that you know your worth as well. True community, are you here? James, thank you so much for your donation tonight. Yeah, there we go. True community, hello. When you're ready, post your yes or no question. All right. True community, do you have a preference on which deck that I use? This is the astrology deck. We have the romance, and then we have the lover, or I think this one's called Lover's Path. Lover's Path 1, 2, or 3. Are any of these calling you? I can also do the hearts. I can also do this one too. You said number 2 is calling to you? All right, let's do that. All right. She said, how is M feeling towards me? How is M feeling towards true community? Thank you. I appreciate that. Love those messages. You're very welcome, James. Thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I really appreciate you, and it's always an honor to read for you. Absolutely true. If you want to wait to think on your question a little bit, that's fine. You know what? We'll do a mix. How about that? We'll do a mix for you. Okay? Do you want your question number 2 to be with tarot? You're welcome, James. All right. What is M feeling towards true community via Oracle here? What is M feeling towards true community? What is M feeling? And shuffling these heart-shaped cards ain't easy. What is M feeling towards true community, please? All right, we have at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I feel like for him, that's kind of talking about needing to let go of maybe people, maybe expectations, maybe thought processes, maybe old patterns. There's a lot of things that can block a relationship from developing or blooming or taking things to the next level. And so he's sitting here acknowledging and saying, I'm working on these things. Okay. I'm working on these things so that I can make room for you. Transformation. We have your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So be prepared for change here in this connection for the better. What is M feeling towards true community, please? What is M feeling towards true community? He feels like you could be the one. He's met you, that the partner he's looking for is one that you are. And he's thinking that you could be that person that he needs. You could be his partner. What is M feeling? You almost got attraction. Attraction almost came out. We'll set that aside. Here. Make the effort. So again, when I said he's making these changes here, it's him needing to basically understand that he needs to try harder, to basically let you know how he feels about you. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. He could have some fear of risks here, but he is acknowledging that he needs to make something happen between you guys. This is on him. If you've been wondering if he feels like a past life relationship, I am getting confirmation on that. You have known each other before. I don't know if he's recognizing that it's a past life connection, but he knows that it's something big. Even if he doesn't really know much about that kind of thing, he's at least acknowledging that this is a connection with you that he feels strongly towards, and he doesn't necessarily know why, but this is why. This is the card that tried to come out. So I'm going to give it to you. We have attraction. You're attracting one another. Okay. All right. What was going to be a question of yours? Oh, if he's a past life connection. Well, there you go. It's funny because at the bottom of the deck you had secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. All right. So what does M plan to do with our connection soon? You can pull his community. That's funny. You can pull his energy instead of mine. Yes. So true community. I always speak to my guides. I have a good relationship with them, and I tell them to communicate with me directly, specifically what I'm asking. I get very, very specific. So you're never really going to see me be the type of reader that is like, oh, I don't know, this might be your energy, this might be his energy. Now, there has been on occasion times where that has happened to me. That's because I'm not confident in saying one way or the other. And usually that means you're both feeling this way when that happens. But generally speaking, if you want to know what someone else's feelings are towards them or their actions or whatever, I always make sure to phrase it in a way my spirit guides know that we're talking about your person. So you don't have to worry about that at all. But I do like that you specified because then I can really tap into what you're asking. Anthony, oh my goodness, guys. My free list closed like 45 minutes ago. Make sure that you get here early, okay? Have your notifications turned on. If you want questions for free, you have to show up at the beginning of each live stream. What does M plan to do with the connection soon if you can pull his energy? All right, what does M plan to do with the connection soon? So what we do know already is that he understands that things aren't exactly perfect in that there are things he has to do to make room for a relationship with you, that he needs to work on these things. But let's see if there's anything else. What does he plan to do with the connection? Also, donations are open. After True Communities reading, we will be moving on to Amy. And then you guys will be, whoever donates after that will be next. What does M plan to do with the connection soon? So first off, we have 8 of Pentacles. This is working very hard, okay? You've been working 12 hours. Yeah, so, oh, Anthony, I'm sorry. Well, I'm proud of you for working so hard. You're more than welcome to donate if you'd like to get the reading done. But if not, if you want to wait for the free, that's totally understandable. Just try to get here early. So I feel with the 8 of Pentacles, your community, he is working very hard towards this connection here. He's doing the work that needs to be done. Sometimes that might mean that he's sleeping a lot. Okay. It might mean that he's doing a lot of rest because he's doing a lot of spiritual preparation. It may mean that he's eating more. It may mean that he has more energy, so he's working out a lot. But essentially, he is actively working towards bringing this connection together and aligning with you. We have the 10 of Cups. He is wanting to match your energy and give to you. All right. I have here with the 6 of Pentacles, this is giving back. I almost feel like he's ready to take things to the next level here soon as well with the 10 of Cups. That's making me feel like he's, wanting to align with you in a significant way. So if you're looking for commitment, I'm kind of getting that right now a little bit for your readings. I feel like he wants to match your energy. He wants to make you feel seen, heard, appreciated, acknowledged, admired. All of the attention that you're giving to him, he wants to give back to you. Yeah, Amy, that's fine. Let's see. What does he plan to do with the connection? I feel like he wants to be an equal partner. He wants to be an equal partner. This has a lot to do actually with, sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, with that thing that I said where I was talking about him wanting to let go, move on, do better, basically prepare for you. I'm getting that here with the 6 of Swords, meaning that he needs to let some shit go. This is a rightful way of passage. This is a canon moment, if you will. This is something that he needs to do and he needs to go through so that way he can be a better person and show up as a better person for you in the relationship. Whoa. All right, we're going to take, all right, you got 2 cards. We'll take these 2 right here. I got it, Amy. Thank you. And then lastly, we have the Queen of Cups here. So the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So, wow, I just gotta say, this is such like a beautiful reading to have when you're wanting to know what someone's intentions are for you, because he's saying, I'm working hard for you. I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna do whatever it takes here. I'm going to make sure that we are in harmony and that you have what you need and I have what we need and we're seeing eye to eye and we're getting the same thing out of this. I'm going to make sure that I'm matching your energy. I'm going to make sure that you're not putting more into this than I am. I'm going to be giving back to you and soon you'll see that. I'm going to do the work that it requires to release any negativity so that you and I can move forward into a better future, a more calm and peaceful and happy and comfortable future. And I see here he's saying, I'm going to give you what you want. What you're looking for, I'm going to give that to you. And I'm going to be more more emotionally available, maybe, emotionally committed to you and what it is that you want. True community. What is the yes or no question I can answer for you? You're welcome. Hey, sorry for the delay. I had to go turn the air on. It was getting a little hot in here. All right. Amy, if you're ready, you can post your question. All right, Spirit, will M reach out via communication this month to True Community? Will M reach out to True Community via communication this month? Please show me a yes or a no for True Community. I'm getting a no, girl. I'm getting a no, not this month. Bottom of the deck is also a no. I think it's gonna be soon. Let me see if I can get a timing. When can she expect communication, please? You know, but that's not too bad because this month is coming to an end next week. When is he going to communicate? Do we have timing for her? When is he going to reach out? When is he going to reach out? When is he going to reach out? I'm trying to get a specific time frame here. When is he going to reach out? When is he going to reach out? Timing. This is like the deck of timing, but there's also like other advice in here. So I'm trying to get like a specific time frame. When is he going to reach out, please? Oh, this one fell on the floor. In the near future. Yeah, I don't think we have a specific timing. He will take action. Okay. He's got some things he's got to do or get done, but he is taking action in the near future is what I'm hearing. So true, sorry, I couldn't give you a specific time frame. Looks like they don't want to talk to me right now about that. All right. True, thank you so much for your donation, your contribution, and your support today. I hope you enjoyed your readings with me. Amy. Good, I'm glad. All right. Why has Jacob been texting and responding so slow to me? What is going on that prevents him from communicating quickly or responding quickly? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's making me communicate so slowly. Oh, pretty quiet. I think he's just generally not wanting to talk. So in all honesty, these cards, not great. Even if you see one of those in a reading, it's not amazing. You definitely want like these came out together. You want like, I don't know. I generally don't like to see these show up in readings, to be honest. Because what it tells me is that a person's trying to distance themselves. Can I zoom in at all, or is this going to cut me off here? Yeah, I feel like he's generally just trying to distance himself. I feel like his main thing is we broke things off for a reason, and I need my space. The thing is that he still has love for you, you know, he still cares about you, cares about your feelings, and in his own way, he has an attachment to you because, you know, you've experienced life together and there are feelings there, and that doesn't just go away. But I feel like for him, he's thinking to himself, I can't give too much of myself because then we're just back where we were. And I like walked away for a reason, and I have to make sure that like I'm setting my boundaries. And that's kind of what I feel for him, is that he's like very guarded here, especially with this card. And maybe he feels like you're very quick to communicate with him, and that if he doesn't try to slow things down or like have a lot of lulls in between messaging, then you're definitely not going to, because you want to continue to communicate with him. So he feels like he has to be the person to make that decision. You know, I'm getting like he's trying to assert his boundary. He's by doing it silently. But I think that you understand that though. And I think your intuition honestly is already telling you like why and what is going on. Like, I think you already knew in your heart that like he's doing this intentionally because he is trying to create that separation. I'm not getting that it's any other reason. Like, I'm not getting that it's not even that he's honestly too busy to communicate with you. It's just that he just doesn't think it's necessarily a good idea. So he's kind of just like slowing down that communication, So like, I don't know if you wanted to know, like, is he talking to someone new, or is he burning himself out at work, or is he, is he doing okay? Like, I don't know what your thoughts were as to why this would be happening, but I think your intuition was already telling you that he is trying to assert some type of like, line in the sand. Like, he's trying to, get that separation that he needs because he doesn't want to fall back into old habits. Yeah, I know what you mean. That wouldn't feel good at all. I would say my advice in this situation is, however long it takes for him to respond, you should also do that. Because then that will make him feel like it's not going to be this back, forth, that you will give you like a good amount of time, that you don't want him to be the person putting the foot on the brake. Okay. You, Amy, want him being the person to put the foot on the gas. That's what you're wanting. You want gas foot for him. And the only way for him to be able to put his foot on the gas a little bit is if he doesn't always have to be the person putting the foot on the brake, if that makes sense. So if you start putting the foot on the brake and you become more brake than gas, then he feels like he has the flexibility of giving back a little bit more. Because if no one is setting a boundary, then his fear of falling back into old habits happens. And if you want him to communicate with you more, you probably need to be the person that's not communicating as much, because that will give him the freedom that he can to communicate with you. So you would need to either silence his notifications, or I don't freaking know. I have no idea. Like, I wish with text messages you could put them to spam or something, and then you could just keep them out of sight, out of mind. So that way, like, maybe like at the end of the night you check them. Maybe get yourself in the habit of only checking for his messages or responding to his messages at like 9 o'clock at night or something. Pick a time of day, and that's the only time you are allowed to respond to him. Because here's the thing, you're not playing games, right? You're not playing games. You're just here because you guys have already had your relationship. Normally, I would say just be yourself and do what feels right to you, but you've already had your relationship. It's not like you're, just starting to date or something where, I think you just need to give him that. You need to give him that space. I'm not picking up on that. No, it's not that he doesn't want to communicate with you. I think it's just he feels like if you're not putting the boundary up, then he has to be the one to do it. So my advice, if you want him to talk to you more, is drag out your response time. If he's going 3 hours in between responding, then you need to do that. If he's going 8 hours in between responding, then you need to do that, because then he'll feel like he can communicate with you more. If he feels like you're going to keep responding fast to him like that, then he's going to feel like he needs to be the person to not allow that to happen and not respond back. So you have to kind of decide, do you have self-discipline? Do you have that ability to allow him to be the person that's approaching you? Because I think in your head, you think, oh, he's communicating with me right now. You're like, he's communicating with me right now, so I want to respond right now because right now I know he's at his phone. right now I know he's open to communicating because he just sent a message. So I want to get that momentum going. I want to be messaging back and forth. But he's thinking to himself, I still want to communicate with her, but I don't want to fall back into old habits. So if we're messaging a lot in a short period of time, what are we doing here? What's going on? And so I think for him, it's just one of those things where it's like, he does want to communicate with you, but he doesn't want to give you the wrong message. And by communicating frequently, he is giving you that message. So he knows how you think. You guys have been in a relationship. He knows how you think. He knows what you're going to think about each pause in between each message. He knows you're going to look into that kind of stuff. He knows you're going to pay attention to. Like, I bet you, Amy, I could ask you right now, how long has it been since he's reached out to you? You probably know exactly the time that you heard from him last. Like, we as women pay attention to those details, and the thing is he knows you and he knows that. So I think everything he's doing is very intentional. Messages from Jacob, please. Messages from Jacob. Messages from Jacob, please. He says, we need to let each other go. It's time for me to heal now. And one more card, please. My life is not together as it seems. Or my life is not as together as it seems. So I feel like he's in this place of like, we really have to, I don't know. I feel it's hard for him, I think, because he thinks I need to distance myself, but he's also thinking at the same time, I miss her. And what do I do? Because I think he's just ultimately I think he's clear about what he wants, but he's having a hard time achieving it. And if I'm being honest, Amy, you probably will see him start to pull away a little bit more, in the coming weeks, probably. But that doesn't mean he's going to be gone forever. Your chair is so loud. Hi. Yeah, it's gonna hurt because he's the person that I talk to. Yeah. Amy, my only advice is match his energy and get yourself some good distractions. True, I like that message. Where did that come from? Oh, in the near future, you're talking about the deck. Ooh, I like that. You looked up this card. I like that. Ha, that's awesome. I like it a lot. Yeah, Amy, I think that it's definitely possible for you guys to become friends in the future, but right now it's a very delicate time that will affect how this goes long term. So I think that you have to approach it very delicately. Hey, Ray. Welcome in. So I think you just need to follow his lead. I really do. You just need to follow his lead. Right. Welcome in, guys. We actually just wrapped up our current list that we have, so we're completely open, and that means that you will be next. You will not have to wait. Right now, we are doing mystery box donations. So, how to be entered is donate $15. You can ask up to 2 questions for that donation, plus, you get a prize added on. It's a guaranteed win. We've already had a couple people play. These boxes that you still see here are up for grabs. There's still a 10 card reading up for grabs. So essentially, you're getting 3 readings for the price of one when you donate $15. And if you have any questions about that, let me know. I accept Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. All of that information is linked in the pinned comment under my link tree. If you're curious what prizes you could potentially win, that's in the description as well. Oh, a true community. Weren't they fun? I always think that this mystery box is a lot of fun. Are these new cards? The only new cards that I have are my spicy 18 plus cards that I made over the weekend. I think it was. I think it was on Friday I made these. So they're only a couple days. They're a couple days new. We'll put it that way. And I will be doing spicy readings again this weekend. I don't necessarily have new cards to use tonight, but we have a lot of decks to choose from. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, just let me know. But about my person and their parent. Oh, you're curious what's going on with them. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that earlier today, if you weren't around for it, we did a love energy check-in on your person, their feelings. So I wanted to throw it out there that if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that, I would. I'm gonna go ahead and put the little link in the chat. So like for example, if you're dating a Scorpio, go to the Scorpio timestamp and see what their feelings are for you at this time. If you're a Sagittarius, go to the Sagittarius timestamp. I put the timestamps in the description and also in the comments. And then you can get maybe a little bit more information, especially if you weren't able to snag a free reading today. Rishi, if it's a question pertaining to you, like for a free read, my free list is closed. Okay, Ray, that sounds perfect. But if you just have a general question for me, like a question about tarot, spirituality, myself, whatever, you can ask it. But as far as like asking a question for free for a reading, that list has closed, but you're more than welcome to donate. I'm going to donate 4 message cards. Is that okay? Yes, Amy, that's completely fine. True. I do $5 mini reads. So if you're not able to do like another mystery box, you can always do $5 for a mini reading to ask that question. All right, first up we have Amy. So Amy, let's do a couple more message cards for you. Yeah, of course. All right, after that we have the community. Or true community. I don't know why I keep saying the community. True community. So true community will be right after this, okay? Feel free to post your question now if you know what it is. And then after true community, we have Ray. All right. Messages from Jacob to Amy, please. Messages from Jacob to Amy. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Messages from Jacob to Amy. I want to tell you how I feel. Messages from Jacob to Amy, please. I regret lying to you. Interesting. I wonder what he lied about. I regret lying to you. Maybe he wasn't fully upfront or honest about his feelings. Maybe he didn't want to hurt you, so he kind of sugarcoated things, possibly. Messages from Jacob to Amy. Messages from Jacob to Amy. Wow. I can't do this. And then this card also came out, so I'm giving it to you because we both know I'm not the one for you. So I just feel like he's struggling just like you are. He doesn't want you to feel like he's just up and left and it's not a big deal. This is affecting him. This was extremely difficult for him to let you go, you know? I feel like because it's like I want to tell you how I feel and I regret lying to you. I feel like since these are next to each other, they kind of go hand in hand. And I almost feel like he's saying like I may not have been fully upfront with you or like fully honest for fear of hurting your feelings. I sugarcoated a lot of things to you. And I just wanted it to be a soft blow. Like I didn't want it to be something that really like hurt you. So I wasn't as like rigid or blunt as I could have been, because I wanted to consider your feelings in this is kind of what I'm getting. So like lying, I kind of feel like it's more like he just wasn't as forward or as assertive or as like blunt, that he could have been when it came to you because he was trying to consider your feelings. And I think, at the time as well, he may have wanted to present something in a softer way because he didn't know like if he's going to change his mind down the line. He didn't want to burn that bridge with you is kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like when he says I regret lying to you, I think it was more like I regret not being 100% truthful. I held back in telling you my truth and telling you what I wanted from this because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. So, for example, he may have said to you, like, yeah, I'll still want to talk to you or I'll still want to communicate with you. And then in his mind, he was saying, but not as much as we're doing now. Like, I definitely want to limit that as much as possible just while I do this. But like in his mind, he was saying things nicer to you than what he was thinking because he wanted to like If he said, yeah, I really want to be friends in the future, like if he said that to you, he's probably thinking to himself, but that's going to take a long time for me to get there. But he didn't tell you that. He said, I want to be friends. But he's saying in his head that that might not happen until a year from now. He might say, yeah, I want to continue talking to you. But in his head, he's saying, but I'm going to need a good couple of months before I can really do that with you. I feel like for him, it was more like holding back. It was like an 80% truth and 20% like just making this as soft of a situation as possible. He didn't want to be rigid. He didn't want to be direct or blunt or cold, especially because number one, he didn't want to hurt your feelings, but number two, he was a little confused too at the time. He didn't know exactly what he would want a day from now, a week from now, a month from now. And so for him, I think it was just like, I'm going to just tell her how I'm feeling, but maybe shield her from like how truthful like I really am feeling about the situation, or how much truth I really want to give her. Yeah, and I think that was the truth, Amy. But I also feel like he didn't want to be, in his mind, he's like, but I don't want to be her crutch, like I don't want to be her only friend. I don't want to be the only thing that she exists for. Like I want to be here for her, but I also need to be here for myself. And I hope that she can find someone else to communicate with the majority of the time. And so I do feel like he meant that. But I think at the time it might have been hard for him to really determine like what exactly he would be able to contribute to the relationship. Yeah. So I think that's kind of where it all comes down to a little bit there. That's what I've got for you, Amy. Thank you so much. True community. True community. I'm curious, true community, if M's mom is that block. Do you remember when he said, what was it? Oh my God. It was near reading. It was up here in the top left corner. And it was talking about like removing things that aren't working from his life, walking away or fixing things so that he can show up better for you. And if his mom is serving as a block, I'm wondering if that is that. Okay, Amy. All right. All right, let's see here. Can you please answer this question for us? Is M currently getting along with his mom? Is M currently getting along with his mom? Is M currently getting along with his mom? I am getting a no. Is he distancing himself from his mom? Is he distancing himself from his mom? No. Will he be distancing himself from his mom in the near future? I am getting a yes. So he hasn't cut things off yet, okay? He's not getting along with her, or I wouldn't even say cutting things off. He's not getting along with her, but he hasn't quite distanced himself yet, but he will be doing that in the near future. Any other information about his relationship with his mom that you can provide to us, please? Okay. So I feel like the main thing that's coming through is I hear him saying, I'm standing up to her. I'm standing up to her. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a man now, right? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a man. And I need her to know that, like, I direct my life. I direct the way that it goes. Sounds good, Amy. We'll talk soon. I need to direct my life. I am the director of this show, okay? This is my decision. This is what I need. Can you be there for me? Can you support me? Can you see my side of things? Like whatever else is going on, I feel like he's saying like at this point I have to stand up to her and be like, this is my thing. A lot of parents are in this place of like, being like domineering over their child's life, and that was needed a long time ago. Parents needed to direct their children, needed to say, hey, don't cross the street, a car is coming. Hey, make sure you eat your vegetables. Hey, don't get in a stranger's car. Like, you know, at one point you needed your parents to direct your life, but at some point it is hard, I think, for parents to separate that. You know, they let go of their responsibility, which is hard, but then they forget that like they can't control what their child does. At a certain point they have to trust that they've done a good enough job already, you know. Now again, that's all relative because every dynamic between child and parent are different, but generally speaking, parents are in the mindset of I control your life, and it's very hard for them to take a step back, you know. So he's saying, I'm not a kid anymore. Like, I am my own person and I am in charge, and these are the things that I want for my life or that I'm deciding for my life. If I'm wrong, I need to figure it out. If I'm right, I need to be able to explore that. And yeah, so I feel like no, he hasn't quite distanced himself yet, but he is working toward that. It's taking a little bit of time because he also was the child here. And so he listened to his parents, or really took inventory or stock of in what they had to say. And so like it is a hard adjustment too for child, I think, to step into that adult life and say, you know, these are my decisions. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, True. Thank you for your donation. All right, next up we have Ray. Ray, are you in here, my love? Amy, you have just qualified for a mystery prize. Yay! Sorry, guys. I was just confirming my donation. Okay. Thank you for checking in, Ray. I have your question. Amy, give me 1 second. You guys are going to pick your prizes really quickly. All right. So, Ray, with your donation that you made, you can ask one question or two. If you ask one question, it'll be a 10-card reading. If you ask two questions, it'll be 5 cards each. Did you want to leave it at one question, or would you like to ask two? All right, so we're going to ask 2 questions for All right, Ray, it's your turn to pick the mystery prize. So, obviously, all the ones that are empty, those have already been taken, but any of the boxes that are still here, you can choose from. You're going to let me know what row and what column. So, for example, this would be C1, this would be A1, A3, C4, B4, B3. So let me know which one is calling to you. Use your intuition. I always recommend going with the first one you were drawn to. Don't second guess yourself. But it's a guaranteed prize in every box, so you'll never be wrong. All right, let's see what you have won. 3B. 3B, yeah, 3B. All right. Add paper messages to one of your questions. So what that means is that I take a handful of these messages here, and this is just extra details to add to your reading. Congratulations. All right, so let's see. Okay, sorry, I had to make sure that I was like looking at the right thing. So Ray, you have posted, what do I need to let go of to make room for love? And then you have one more question to add. Let me know which question you want paper messages added to, okay? I think there is another option for paper messages in here, but this one has been taken and cannot be used. Amy, it is now your turn to pick. True, did you just send another donation? All right, I've got you on the list, girl. Amy says B1. A 5-card reading. Yay, you won yourself a mini reading, Amy. So you can ask an extra question, or you can make your donation that you have currently. You can put the 2 together and make it a 10-card reading. So, did you want 1 or 2 questions, Amy? Congratulations. You'll do 2 questions. Okay, you got it. All right. That one is also no longer up for grabs, but I think there is one more in here for a 5-card reading. The 10-card reading is still floating around somewhere in here. Sometimes it gets claimed right away, sometimes it doesn't get claimed at all, but that's the fun of the game. All right, true. I have your question. Ray, this is your first one here. 2 is fine, 3B. All right, Ray, would you like paper messages added to this question that I have on the screen right here? Or do you want paper messages added to your second question? All right, you got it. What does Ray need? Whoa. Oh my goodness. What does Ray need to do? No. What does Ray need to let go of to make room for money? What does she need to let go of? Ooh, we're about to get real up in here. Hey, how's the quality of the video? Are we looking pretty clear? I can refresh if it's looking blurry. Let me take a look. I don't know if it's going to get much more clear than this, but let's see. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much more clear than that. That's a bummer. It looks pretty blurry, actually, compared to normal. Thank you guys for the hearts, for the love. All right. What does Ray need to let go of to make room for love? What's Ray need to let go of to make room for love? Ray need to let go of to make room for love. Okay, so I'm gonna just say like the over-encompassing thing, and then we'll like dig into the details because there are like some other specifics. But the main thing is Ray, and this is a conundrum because in all honesty, when you are not in a committed relationship, and even if you are in a committed relationship, it can take a long time to do this, to rewire brain chemistry. So to do this while you're not in a stable relationship is very hard. So I want to go into this by saying I understand the complication of doing this while you have to remain independent. But they are saying you have to let go of your masculinity. You have to let go of your own internal masculinity and the masculines that you're holding on to. If you've ever been disappointed by a man, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, if you've ever been in a position where you couldn't trust a man, if you've ever been in a position where you felt vulnerable due to a man or a masculine in your life, any of your past relationships with men, you have to let that go. But more importantly, you have to let go of the masculinity within yourself. And again, I know it's very difficult to do. What I mean by this is that we as independent people tend to hold very strongly onto our masculine energies. What does that mean? You are providing for yourself. You are independent energy. You are, I don't need a man, I can do this by myself. You put together your own furniture. There's just like an array of things you provide. You provide for your family. You make sure that you have what it is that you need. And if you're not in a relationship with someone, how do you bring that to you and let that go before you bring that to you? So an easy, simple way to do it is to don't have so much drive towards needing to be the provider. Yes, go to work. Yes, make a paycheck. But don't feel like this. Again, I know it's hard. It's a conundrum. I understand it because I have been there. But you can't make providing being your main thing that you have to do. You have to soften into your feminine energy. And that's really hard when you are normally used to being the breadwinner and the everything else. So try to let go of the expectation that you're the provider. Do what needs to be done, but do more feminine activities. Bake cookies with your child. Clean up, cook, make sourdough bread, make dinner, like in a very like romantic type of way. Romanticize your life. Do more feminine activities like dance, like getting into your body in a sexual way. Thinking of things that cause inspiration, like art and like creative hobbies. Be around more women, hang out with more women to be more feminine. But Spirit is saying that you are so in your masculine energy, you're so focused on making money and providing but the thing is that that's not your job, right? You have masculine and feminine attributes, absolutely, but you're feminine and you need to delve into that. You need to let go of, oh, I need to be the head of the house. I need to make all the money. I need to make sure that, my family is taken care of. Yes, you have to do those things, but you don't have to do it in a way where you feel like that is your only job. And the only way to practically get yourself to that place of softening into your feminine is just by doing more feminine activities and not being so focused on the hustle, not being so focused of making sure every single thing is taken care of, every single thing is paid, that you are being all of it, because you are being all of it. So I don't know, Ray, if you have any children. Even if you don't, it's totally fine. But if you do have children, lean into your mothering side. If you don't have children, just do more feminine related stuff. Do your self-care. Really make yourself feel good. You don't have to put makeup on every day or anything like that, but like do things that are more inclined toward a feminine side, because what's happening is that you're telling the world, you're telling your law of attraction, you are telling the universe that you are the man, so you don't have to have a man. You know what I mean? Even in like same-sex relationships, there's usually someone who's more feminine or more masculine, and if that's not the case, they're equally 50-50. You're looking for the yin to your yang. You're looking for the person that makes up what it is that you don't have. And if you're varying your masculine energy, you're either going to be attracting feminine people, feminine men, or women in general. So lean more into those like feminine tasks, right? Like being creative. I'm not saying you have to be the type of woman that's like a homemaker. That's not your thing. That's okay. But find some things, even if it's as simple as hanging out with more women, sharing yourself, getting more emotional. Like, I don't know. I feel like Spirit is saying like, it's just, you're very much like focused on like needing to take care of yourself, that you're not really softening into your feminine. Now, again, like I said, I know that's a conundrum. I know that's hard to do. When you don't have a person to take care of you, you have to take care of yourself. And I totally get that. And I personally didn't do that before my relationship that I currently have. I was very, very, very independent. And as a matter of fact, sometimes he had to lean on me at one point. But then I got very comfortable in this relationship and I softened into my feminine. And now all I want to do is be a homemaker. Now all I want to do is cook and clean and, create life and be a wife. And that was never like my dream, but it is now. But that's because he's given me that safety net. He's given me that comfort and safety to not have to be the provider anymore, to soften into the feminine energy. And now that's all I want to do, because I feel safe enough that he's going to take care of me. So again, what I'm saying to you, I know is difficult because I never did that. But Spirit is saying that you're very much in your masculine. And if you can cut that back even like 20%, that would be good for you. I'm also getting little minor details of like, you may not get your type. You may not get someone who is exactly what you're looking for. You have to look in the nooks and crannies of the other worlds. Like, you have to be open-minded and approach a situation that, like, when it comes to characteristics and when it comes to ways of being and common interests and green flags, red flags, yellow flags, whatever, you can't compromise on that. And I totally get it. But if you normally go for people who are emotionally unavailable, or if you only go for guys with tattoos and piercings, or if you only go after brunettes, whatever, like, you have to be open to the idea that that might not happen. You can still have chemistry and sexual connection with someone if they're not your usual type, because everything else about them is so fucking attractive that it doesn't matter that they have blonde hair, not brunette. Like, it's just important that you stay open-minded to your usual, to your not usual type, is what I'm trying to say. So Amy says it right there. Funny enough, Jacob wasn't my type and then he became my type. So those are like the two main things that I'm getting, right? Is just be open to people who may not be your type typically, because they might be your type in every other way, and you'll still realize that you have a sexual connection with them, and that's all you really want, right? Is like passion, a partner, an equal, a lover. That's what you're looking for. But yeah, the other thing, the main thing here was softening into the feminine. And what's interesting is that by doing these things, you then get that happy ending you're looking for. Did you want me to add paper messages to this reading, or did you want to add it to a different one? Amy, that's going to be really funny too, because if he was never your type, he may have changed your type. Like, it's hilarious. Like, not to be TMI, but it's really kind of funny because my fiance came into a relationship being like, tits, 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 tits. Like, that's like his thing, right? Luckily, I'm well developed in all areas, but he was like really into tits. Like, that was like his thing. You asked if you're like a boob man or an ass man, and like, he was boobs all the way. But I got some Latina in me, let me tell you. And I completely spun his whole world on the axis, because now he can't decide. He is total ass man now. Loves the boob still, let me tell you. But I have literally single-handedly, and he has told me this numerous times, I have converted him. So that's the thing, is like, be open to what's not normally your type in every single regard, in every single situation. Because you just never know. It might just take one person, and now from now on, you're gonna be looking at every single person and being like, do they measure up? Are they what I'm looking for? Because they're not like this person, and this person wasn't my type, but they have now converted me, and now this person is my type. Jacob's more about person until he saw my chest. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can change. Your type can change, So, Ray, did you want paper messages for this one? Yeah, I'm a D cup up top. Not double D. I would say I'm a solid D. But I got the Latino booty. Like, it's there. So, he gets the best of both worlds. That's probably why he's marrying me. No, I'm just kidding. That's so superficial. He is, inshallah. He's marrying me for much more, obviously, but how he compares others to you. Oh. Oh, double D. Oh, God. Yeah, luckily I haven't reached that back pain situation. From that, my mom did have to have a breast reduction, though. She had breast reduction surgery. So, who knows? Maybe after kids. All right. How will my person differ from my usual type, please? How will Ray's person differ from her usual type? Okay, this person knows what they want and they go for it. So maybe they're very direct. Maybe they're very assertive. They make their intentions clear right off the bat. They tell you they have very vocal too. I'm getting like a lot of throat chakra. So I feel like they're very vocal about what it is that they want. This might catch you off guard. This person's like very affirming. This person basically reassures a lot. I'm getting like it is through actions, but I feel like this person really makes you feel seen, wanted, and heard. And he makes his intentions clear. There's just like a very direct line of communication. He will have his eyes on you and focused on you. Let's see. He's really good at making things happen too. Once he set his mind to something, he makes it happen. I don't know. You may have experienced that before, but I'm basically just giving you information on what I'm picking up about this person. He's not going to sit in here and have you wondering about love. He is not stagnant when it comes to his emotions. He does not delay. If he wants something, he goes after it. He chases it. He's not going to leave you sitting here wondering or second guessing. That's not his thing. How will he differ? How will he differ? Okay, this is interesting. Spirit, can you give me a little bit more information here? Okay, so they're telling me that when it comes to stress or hardships or issues, he sorts it out. He figures out what it is that he needs to do to overcome the situation. He does not allow himself to be victimized. He does not allow himself to he doesn't dwell in self-pity. Basically, he doesn't wallow. He thinks to himself, okay, this is an issue. This is a problem. I'm having a hard time right now with XYZ. And I need to figure out how I'm going to overcome this. I need to figure out, he like internalizes it and he meditates on it, or he does this introspection and he really thinks deeply about what is it that I need to do. I think he also likes to prepare for the future as well. The future is very important for him. How will he differ, please? How will he differ? How will he differ? And you guys will have a lot of common interests, values, and goals. He's going to feel like someone who you have known before. And I think the situation is going to feel very effortless. You're not going to feel like you have to force something to happen. It just happens very easily. How will this person differ from the usual type? How will this person differ from the usual type? All right. So we have calm. I don't know if that's different, but I feel like he has a calm demeanor. He doesn't overreact. He doesn't let things get to him. This will be your favorite person. You will be his favorite person. He takes inspiration. Remember I said like when he thinks of something, when he gets inspired about something or fired up, he just makes it happen. He gets what he wants now. There is some mystery here, though. I don't want you to think it's all predictability. I am getting that he still has these things you learn about him that you'll like over time, that you'll realize, like, oh, I didn't know that about you, but I really like that kind of thing. Interesting. I have the word water here. This could indicate water sign. This could indicate attraction to water, like being around the beach. I'm not sure. This may be an interest of his. But I feel like he's ever present in all of the moments too. Um, let's see. I feel like he likes to pay attention to things happening now. He is going to be very in the moment. He lives moment to moment. He doesn't want to. Yes, he thinks about the future. I did have that, but he likes to appreciate the moment that he's in also. So he has a good balance there. I feel like I'm hearing long term. When I see the word term, I'm hearing long term. So like this person is your partner. I'm also looking this as present as well. So maybe gifts of what is the word? Receiving gifts and words of affirmation are his two love languages. Maybe he likes to receive in one and give in one, or he likes to give in both and receive in both. Let's see. I feel like he has a lot of opinions, but I feel like that's because he's very self-assured and he's very confident. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. So Ray, I don't know if any of these qualities are things you have experienced before in the past. I'm going to hope that a lot of these, that you, even if some of these things are your type, you realize that maybe not everything that I have said is things that you have experienced before. All right, so Ray, that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the paper messages. We are going to move on to Amy. Amy donated for a mini reading and also got a free mini reading added on with mystery box. So Amy, you can post your question when you're ready. You're welcome, Ray. All right, Amy, I'm going to grab myself a drink really quickly. I just finished this water, so I'm going to need a little bit more. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, that took me a couple minutes. Not too long, but a couple minutes. All right, got my drink. All right, so Amy says, I want to know more of the truth, or look more into the message card we saw from Jacob about the wine. Also, guys, I'm going to throw a last call on the screen because I am trying to do my best. We'll see if this holds up, but I am trying to do my best about getting to bed earlier at a more decent time. And it's a little after midnight where I'm at now. So let's go ahead and put a last call on the screen. And there we go. Shuffling now for Amy. Whoa. What was he lying about? Is there anything that he was lying about? He regrets not communicating with her properly. Is there anything that he wished he would have said or told her? Is there anything he wished he would have said or told her? Interesting. Truth. The word truth is here. Is there anything he wished he would have told her? Okay. The King of Swords does talk about being very direct, being honest, straightforward, not sugarcoating things, just being very, very honest. So I think his approach is definitely something that he regrets. And I think that's what I was sensing in the last reading, is that he didn't feel like he was being as straightforward as he possibly should have been. And yeah, I feel like he maybe thought he should have told you exactly what he was thinking rather than giving you like the nice part of it. So that is holding true here and being acknowledged. Something you don't know is his insecurity in himself. He is showing that he feels like he doesn't, I don't know, he's either hasn't had confidence or he has lost confidence through the relationship. And I think that's something he wished he would have told you, is that he doesn't have a lot of confidence. So something about this has made him feel not unworthy, but kind of like he doesn't have a lot of self-assurance and self-esteem, you know? So I feel, oh, he did tell you this. Oh, okay, well, that's coming through. I thought it was something you might not know. Yeah, but he's feeling like he has lost a lot of that. And maybe what he didn't tell you is because of you, that it was because of you. I don't know if he told you why. Maybe that's what the part he kept back, but he's showing here something about self-confidence and that he is trying to find himself. He is trying to discover more of himself. He wants to get more secure in his worthiness and in his value that he puts into himself. Oh, he did tell you this. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that he told you. Maybe he wasn't lying about that. Maybe that's something he just was straightforward with you about. I think something he would tell you is that this relationship got to a point where it wasn't worth it anymore for him. And what I mean by that is that the cons outweighed the pros. He felt like there was a lot more going against the connection than it was going for it. And at some point, he just broke down. He felt like it was becoming a lot of work for him. I think he felt like he didn't have the partner that he needed. He's over here as 2 kings and no feminine energies in this reading whatsoever. Maybe he felt like he didn't have a partner in you. Maybe he did and then he lost it, or he never had it at all. I'm not sure. But he felt like you weren't giving him what it was he needed. That could be on a like maturity level. That could be on just common ideals and goals. RRS99. Hi, your energy is amazing and beyond this world. Oh my God, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. It upset me though because he couldn't see what I saw. You felt like you had such a grand picture of things and he was looking at the details. And that is good in a relationship. It's good to have someone who sees big picture, and it's good for the other person to see details because that means you're compatible. But when it comes to not seeing eye to eye, that can feel very like clashing, you know, that can feel very conflicting. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to hear he was honest. You know, maybe he wasn't necessarily lying. Maybe he just has regrets when it comes to the relationship, or he regrets not being as direct with you as he should have been. Because I have here with the Page of Cups is that there is a little bit of love sprinkled into this. The way that he approached things with you was highly trying to consider your feelings. He's saying it was a fine line communicating with her because I didn't want to hurt her, but I also didn't want to give her hope. So I had to be very like direct with her, but in a way that she didn't think we could come back from this, but also in a way that I truly did not want to hurt her feelings. So it was like hard for him because he didn't know how to say certain things. And so, you know, certain parts of the conversation, he might have sugar-coated things, and then other parts he might have been very direct because he didn't want to give you he's like, I didn't want to give her the impression that we could come back from this because that's not what I was feeling at that time. He would just bottle shit up until it erupted. I told him we were both immature. That really got me because I was like, this could be the last time ever. Just be here in this moment with me. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. Like, people have makeup sex, breakup sex. You know, there's lots of different reasons to have it. And it's like, he wanted to feel close to you one last time, and you did too. And I think, honestly, when you solidify it like that, it really does feel final because you think, why are we doing this right now? Of all days, it probably means that he's either thinking it's never going to happen again, or you are, or you both are. Christopher, what? Did you just subscribe just to say that in my chat? Yeah, because I wonder about the promise we made with each other. Let's see. Was he lying about the promise that they made to each other? Was he lying about the promise that they made to each other? Is he lying about the promise that we made to each other? All right, so the center of the reading is a no. Here's what I'm hearing. I meant what I said when I said it. Is it possible that will change? Maybe. But I meant what I said when I said it. And that's pretty much what I'm getting. Christopher, I am engaged, sir. And this is not an 18+ live stream, so I'll let you refrain from saying anything else like that, or I will have to block. I'm sorry. In this life we can't be together, maybe the next one. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, that sounds good, Amy. After Amy, we have Shayla. True Community, are you in here? Awesome, True. Thank you for checking in. All right. So I want to know who or what will come for me next in my love life when I begin letting go of me and Jacob and heal. Let's see. Yeah, I understand wanting to leave it off on a good note. That's always a good thing. Little positivity is always good. Sometimes you have to hear the brutal honesty, you know. But you know, I support it. I'll say that. I support leaving off on a good note. All right, so we are now closed on lists. And after Amy and True Community, I will be signing off. So probably in the next like 10 minutes or so. All right, what will come for Amy in her love life? what will come next when she lets go of Jacob and heals? What will come next? What will come next, please? What will come next? So I heard, Amy, the sooner you let your walls down. What was it, Spirit? It was like the sooner, God damn it, I lost it. The sooner you let your walls down, the better things will be. Something along those lines. Spirit, help me out if I forgot it or if I worded it wrong. But it was like basically like they were saying, like, Amy, you have to be willing to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself that opportunity to be vulnerable again. And I know that it's scary, and I know that it's going to be really hard to do. But you have to be open. You have to be vulnerable. You have to, because like I think what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what I hear Spirit saying. Is like you have to let your walls down. So what they're saying is like you're gonna approach your next relationship with a mask. Okay, you are going to have your guard up. You're going to have a mask on. It is going to be difficult for this person to get to know you, but the person that they're sending your way, they are a good person. They're good, and they don't deserve like your, I guess, caution or hesitancy, because they're not someone to be cautious or hesitant about. And they're also going to perceive that guardedness as a disinterest. They're going to perceive you, they're going to perceive that distance as like disconnect. Like maybe she's not as interested in me as I think. So I think it's important that you allow yourself to just be you. Be truly in your essence. Be truly in who you are, because that person that you're going to be vibing with needs to see that, needs to know who you are deep down. Don't wear these masks, okay? They are saying that as soon as you let go of Jacob and heal, once you've gone through that process, this person is coming in immediately. They're showing immediate connection, emotional and mental connection. So I feel like that's emotional and mental commitment that you're going to be getting from this person pretty quickly. And it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel powerful. It's going to make you feel like you manifested this person into your life. And it's hard to see now, but they're saying like you are going to feel really blessed, and you're going to feel like you never thought you'd be in this place like ever. And you can't, the thing is Amy, you can't imagine that right now, right? You can't imagine like who's this next person going to be. I think that's why we stick with our relationships for so goddamn long. We stick with people we shouldn't be with for so long, because we can't even fathom who that next person is going to be. We can't even fathom that they're going to be better, but they are. They always are. They're always better, because you learn from the people you've been with before, and you go for a higher vibrational person. They're always better. Unless you don't learn your lesson, then they're going to be the same. But they're always going to be someone that you're going to be attracted to and interested in. There's so many people out there. It is hard to see it now because you can't put a face to them. You can't think of what do they look like? What are their features? What do they sound like? What do they talk about? What interests them? What are their names? You don't know any of that stuff yet. So a lot of times we as people stick with what we know. But I'm telling you, it's coming in fast after you let Jacob go and you heal. This person is coming in very, very quickly. My bestie Angelica was like, you better learn your lesson so you can actually have something good. Well, exactly, Amy. God, I love your bestie. Your bestie is such a good person. Can you tell her that, please? I love it. And that's so true, because unless you if you learn your lesson, you get better. If you don't learn your lesson, you get the same, essentially, or maybe even worse. But I know it's hard because I've been through so many breakups, Amy, and every single time I thought it was the end of the world until the next person came along and I realized, oh, I actually can see myself with someone else. And then that breakup happened. Like, actually, I can see myself with someone else when someone new came along. And it's hard because when you break up with someone, you got all these feelings and you're all wrapped up into it and everything. But yeah, it always gets better. It really does. And I speak from experience, not from hopefulness or hopeless romanticness or just a dreamer, because I am those things, but I come to that with that conclusion through experience. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting emotional and mental commitment. I'm getting you feeling like you're finally getting what you have been looking for all this time. I'm getting that this person is coming in pretty quickly after you're able to release and heal. And the main advice that I'm getting from them is to let your guard down. Don't come into this with a guard up, because your person that's here for you is wanting something real and authentic, and they're not going to want to sit here and fight through all the bullshit. They are going to take your distance as disapproval. They're going to take your hesitancy or caution as a disinterest. So make sure that when they come, you're ready for them. All right? That is what I've got for you, Amy. Last but certainly not least, we have true community. And I did have one clarification question on our first reading. So it was like, Jacob didn't necessarily lie, but he regrets not telling me more during our relationship and life experience. Correct, Amy. 1000%. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Exactly. He didn't necessarily lie, but he regrets. Exactly. He wished he told you more, or was more like... I don't want to say brutal, but more like brutally honest with you. Like, he wished he was more upfront with you and more direct with you during that, yeah. True community. True community, if you're here, if you can check in with me one more time. If you're not, it's okay. I know it's been a little bit of a wait, but I will timestamp your reading if you're not here. Awesome. And even I told him, Luna, that he had actually told me things. We'd be in a different spot right now. No, that's true. I mean, you're right. If he had been more open, and he's not putting the blame on you. He's saying, I wish I was. I wish I was more expressive, and I wish I had confronted things head on when they were happening. And that's his fault in this, right? I cannot wait. I mean, I love summer, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna need to go to the pool once or twice before it closes. I cannot wait for the cooler weather for multiple reasons, but I'm so sick of bugs everywhere. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of coming home and bugs being at the door waiting to come into my house. I am sick of spiders. I'm lucky because we don't get that many inside of our house. We don't have that many issues. Like, we don't have issues with ants or anything. But like, there's these little beetles, moths, these weird little bugs. I don't even know what they are. They're always in here and they drive me fucking crazy. I just cannot wait until fall hits. I am ready to be bug free for a little while. I'm a male. 99 is my magic number. I'm a Virgo, and number 9 rules everything for me. Oh, wow. Are you, oh, you said September 9th? 99. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is that your life path number too? Thank you for being here and everything. You're so welcome, Amy. It's a very hard time for me right now, so thank you. You're welcome. Oh my God, yes, literally with those summer bugs. Like, I'm just so over it. Like, God, I've been dealing with y'all for fucking months. Like, I'm ready for it to be over with. I am not trying to rush summer or anything by any means, but like, that is one thing I am just done. All right, during our short time apart, is M entertaining any romantic interest? During the time apart, is M entertaining any romantic interest? Please show me a yes or a no. Please show a yes or a no. During this time apart, is M entertaining any romantic interest? Okay. You got an extra card, True, because these last two came out together. So I am getting that he has a lot of interest. He has a lot of romantic interest. I don't think he's pursuing it. I think he's letting it flatter him. I feel like he's allowing it to boost his ego, but I don't think that he's doing anything about it. I think that he has a lot of people coming for him, but I don't think that he's necessarily reciprocating in a way that's like serious. I feel like he's still thinking about you, you know. Queen of Pentacles talks about wifey, talks about my main girl, my girlfriend, my whatever it is. So you're still there in the back of his mind. He's more so thinking about the future. He's missing you. I think at times when he feels the disconnect, he will entertain other things as far as like allowing it to flatter him. But I don't see that he's entertaining anything seriously. I don't necessarily know if he's like giving messages back to these people, but I do know, I am definitely getting that he has a lot of interest on him. He is a hot commodity. He might have people in his DMs, but I think that he's too much going through something right now, that he feels like he needs to kind of keep his distance with that. So the extent of what I'm picking up on is that he might be allowing it to go to his head and give him an ego boost, but he's not doing anything serious with it. Nothing that, you know, would prevent a relationship with you from happening. True community, did you need me to confirm or clarify anything for you? as an ego boost, do you see him ignoring? Okay. True community wants to know, is he ignoring other interests? Is he ignoring other women? Is he ignoring people pursuing him? Is he ignoring it? I am getting a yes. Is he responding to them? Is he responding to any of them? I am getting a no. I don't think so. I think he's being good. I think he's being good. Yeah, I don't think he is. He's ignoring. Yeah, he's ignoring people. I am getting a yes, and he's not like responding. I see mostly like stuff coming towards him, not him really giving back. Like him just receiving it, like him just taking it, but yeah. Does that help? Does that clarify? Is he jealous of True Community's options? Is he jealous of True Community's options? I am getting a no. I have a no at the bottom of the deck again. This card keeps popping up. I think he's not worried. I think he has trust. All right, guys, I am going to leave it there. I've got to go get a little snack, get in the shower, go to bed. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining. If you are new here and you've not had the chance to get a free question asked, make sure that you stop by the next time that I'm live to redeem your reading. I do have a sub goal of 1.1K at this point, so I am offering free readings to people if they bring a friend and help grow my channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for your support, for your... Oh, you're welcome, True. Oh, he's confident. Good. Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, I feel like he's confident. He has trust in it. The best subscribed. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for your donations, your contributions, your support, all of that. If you're on your way out and haven't had a chance to like the live stream, it would mean a lot to me if you would do that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.